All right, folks, if you're in the market for a new PC gaming monitor, but you are on a budget, I've got you covered. Got 6 monitors today. The most expensive is under $600, and the cheapest one is under $100. All of these monitors, by the way, will be linked to down below, as well as here in the video. So let's go ahead and hop into the very first monitor that I have found from my research. This is my recommendation. If your budget is under $600 and you're looking for something that is like 4K high performance, this is it. It's very popular M32 monitor from Gigabyte. 32 inches, gonna get you a 4K picture and those high refresh rates, 144 as you can see. And this is popular even if you're a console player because it is an HDMI 2.1 input monitor that will allow either your PC or your console to game at 4K and in those higher refresh rates. Now, I would only recommend this if you are just absolutely wanting to game in 4K above 60 frames per second. And I would only recommend that if you have the machine to do it. Otherwise, I would suggest just getting a 1440p with a higher refresh rate, for you PC players. But for those who do want a 4K, a nice big size,
that's what she said.
this is it right here. It's popular for a reason. So let's go ahead and drop the budget now to under $500. These next two are ultra wide monitors, and I'm a big fan of ultra wide. I think you can be very competitive in ultra wide. I recently did a video where I was actually the most competitive in Call of Duty on my ultra wide. There's a lot of advantages now, and game developers are starting to actually build games with ultra wide in mind, where you can select the aspect ratio of an ultra wide. If you are someone who is looking for that immersive experience, this is a great one right here. It's 34 inches. It's curved from Asus, which is a great company. It's got FreeSync, so it'll work with either your AMD card or your NVIDIA card, and you're gonna get up to 165 hertz refresh rate. So 1440p picture, lots of frames, ultra wide experience, really immersive. Right now over on Amazon, $470. Now, if you drop the budget down by about $100, this will get you under $400. You're still getting a 34-inch ultra wide from Gigabyte. It's 144 hertz instead of the 165, so you're not gonna get as many frames per second, but everything else is virtually the same. I mean, there's some small adjustments there, but I'm a big fan of Gigabyte monitors. I almost like this deal better than the other one because I don't care about that extra 20 frames per second there. But yeah, you're getting a 1 millisecond, 1440p, and that same nice ultra wide experience for only $380 right now over on Amazon, that's a pretty good deal for an ultra wide that size. Now, if your budget is $300, this is probably my favorite deal of the day. Is really like the sweet spot monitor for PC players. Why? It checks all the boxes and a little bit more. I usually recommend something like, around 27 inches. Here you're getting 32. So you're getting that nice bigger picture. You're getting a 1440p picture. I would not recommend 1080p on a 32 inch, but a 1440p will look really good on a 32 inch. It is curved, and you are getting everything else that's very competitive. You're getting the 165 hertz. So there we go. 165 hertz, a 1440p picture, and a 1 millisecond response time. So you can be very competitive and just have really good looking games. Even if you're not a competitive player, you're really gonna like this monitor. I'm a big fan of this line that Gigabyte has, or sorry, Gigabyte. If I said gigabit earlier, I apologize, but it's Gigabyte. This next one, if your budget is under $200, there are 1440p monitors that you can get for under $200. But I really like this one because not only is it still a good picture, it's a 1080p, but because it's at 1080p, this will allow you to get a lot more frame rates, right? If your GPU is working super hard trying to give you that 1440p or even a 4K picture, that's less resources it has for the frames per second. Well, here, this monitor will get you up to 240 frames per second while you're playing. So you will still need to, to take full advantage of the 240. You're still gonna need a little bit of power in your PC. But if you are someone who is on the more competitive side and you are wanting something around that 27-inch size, this is the monitor for you. Normally right now, $330, it's only $200. So my favorite competitive deal of the day is absolutely this one right here. And I'm not sure how much longer it's gonna last at that price. So this is a great deal from Acer for you competitive players. And then the last monitor of the day, under $100. Is it possible? Absolutely. We've got this right here. It's barely better than your standard monitor, and honestly, it's priced really well. Normally $130, it's on sale for $90. And the big thing here, yes, it's a 24-inch. A lot of competitive players play on 24 inches, but you know, with a 1080p monitor, that's going to get you a good crisp image. But the key thing here is you're going to get AMD FreeSync, which is built in, so that's going to work with either NVIDIA or AMD cards, and you are going to get 1 millisecond response time, nice and competitive, and a 75 hertz refresh rate. Now, is that anything like 144 or these other high ones? No, but it is a little bit better than the 60 hertz. This is barely a step up from the standard monitors, and honestly, even as just a standard monitor, $90 for this is a pretty good deal. So that is the budget, you know, ultimate budget monitor recommendation right here, at least for right now while this is on sale for only $90. Now, all of these deals were found over on the Tech Audit TV website. You can just go to techaudit.tv, and it's super cool. You just click on the filters, you can type in your budget, like $300. Let's say we're looking for something that's 4K. You know, we don't care if it's an ultra wide or widescreen, but we definitely want it to be IPS, and the size is you know, 24 inches at least. Maybe we want at least, you know, 144 hertz refresh rate and nothing above 5 milliseconds for the response time. Boom, look at that. You can see all these monitors here and go through them and look at all the specs and where the best prices are for each of those. So definitely check that out below. But if you are new to buying gaming monitors and you're not quite sure where to start, might I recommend you check out this video right here, which is a full breakdown of gaming monitors, all the terminology that you need, along with a few extra monitor recommendations. So enjoy that one.